Uh, oh, hold on. So, hey, this is KLA Clyde, the Wanderer, aka Clyde. Don't go against nature. I have a special guest. Her name is the Sasha Steel. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. So you're a session wrestler.
Yes.
How did you get into this?
Actually, I had a guy in a parking lot one time come up to me and ask me if I wanted to wrestle or if I could pick him up. And he kind of explained, the concept to me a little bit. And I was like, "You're crazy." It was like, "No way. I don't even know who you are." And so I looked into it after I got home and um, just started kind of setting everything up and took off for my first session and went down to Houston for my very first session in boxing. It wasn't even wrestling, it was boxing. So that's how that started, just out of the blue in a parking lot somewhere.
So what this guy he just all of a sudden just was he interested? He was like interested in wrestling or want to get
Yeah,
beat up or something?
he wanted me to he wanted to wrestle, he wanted to try lift and carry, and he just said, you're big and strong, you look like you could pick me up, you look like you could wrestle me, because I was with a friend and we're just kind
Yeah.
of talking and giggling and everything, being silly. So when he just popped up with that, I look over and I'm like, is this for real? Do people really do this? So we looked it up, and lo and behold, there's a whole enterprise just waiting.
It, in your experience, as a session wrestler and as a woman, what is it that makes guys get stimulated by this? If you don't mind me
I
asking.
I think they like to be just to not be the one in control and in power, and just to know that there is this strong, formidable force that they have no really, I mean, they sign up for it, so they have no option whether I'm gonna throw you around, I'm gonna put you in a couple triangle chokes, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun, but I think it's just the power exchange, the
Oh,
exchange
okay.
of energies.
How long you been doing this so far?
About 5 years, 4.5, 5 years.
Yeah, I seen some clips of you. I didn't know you that well, so I had to do like a little research. And some I've seen some interviews, and I've seen like Have you worked in other companies like that do like session wrestling and stuff like that?
Have I worked with who?
No, set like other companies like
Oh, no.
Utopia or no,
No, I just do my own independently.
no, nobody never recruited you or anything like that, or
No, no.
oh, how do
Because I'm in
you
Oklahoma, so there's not a
say
lot
that
out.
again?
I'm out in Oklahoma, so there's not a lot out
Oh,
here.
oh, okay. There's no other like session wrestlers like you or anything like that.
There's a couple in Tulsa,
Oh,
which is about 2 hours away from me, so that's about it here. It's pretty quiet as far as other girls go or other session wrestlers go.
do guys where you at, do they offer like sessions and stuff like that, or
I don't really know of any guys.
uh, not around here?
Not around here, no. I'm
Okay,
sure,
so
like if
you
you go to like Vegas or LA or something, there would be, but
okay. You got we got somebody to comment. It's Rolando G. Hey, Clyde. Hey there, lovely lady.
hello, thank you.
Yeah. And you do like tickler sessions?
I
Could you
have
talk
one
about
coming up. I am ticklish even at my size and my power, so to speak. I do have a tickle session coming up. Um, they're pretty interesting because I am ticklish and I have to watch out until I will kick you through a wall. If you tickle me too much, you might get kicked through a wall.
oh, oh,
So
they tickle you.
occasionally, yes, I have one session guy that I will allow to tickle me. He's the
Uh,
only one.
So you do topless too?
Not in sessions.
Okay. W- Like what is it that you wouldn't do? Like would you not do like nude wrestling or anything like that or
No, nothing like that. I'm pretty boring. I keep it pretty basic to like one piece swimsuits mostly for my sessions, leggings, stuff like that.
um how many like opponents you fought so far doing this?
Is it what?
How many like people you fought? Like you fought like did you fight women athletes or
Oh, usually it's just other session wrestlers if there's an event. Like Jennifer Thomas puts on different events for session wrestlers, and then we would wrestle each other. Me and Feisty Feminista, she's another wrestler that travels the country and does a lot of wrestling. We've wrestled each other at an event in Vegas one time, but usually I stay pretty close to home. I'm going to Vegas next month, but that's just for one session. So
okay. What would you doing like before like you was doing the wrestling session?
I was doing animal care.
And oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
What you do like dogs or any type of animals and stuff like
um,
that?
yeah, just different animals, different, just taking care of them, making sure they have all the things they need.
Do you still do that or any
Occasionally.
oh this pays the bills what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Oh and you do like a lot of traveling or
I don't try. I used to travel a little bit more. I don't travel as much anymore, just because of the whole all the COVID and everything kind of shut down most of our work for a while. Well, for me anyway, I decided to back out of it, but now I'm starting to travel. I do longer sessions, like people that want to do 3 or 4 hour sessions will fly me out, and we'll do like part of the session, then we'll eat lunch, and then we'll do some more wrestling, and then we'll eat lunch or we'll go to dinner or something, and then we'll finish up our session. And usually by the end of the day they're exhausted and I'm laughing in the corner because I think it's funny. They're like hobbling out of the away from the mats. It's pretty funny.
what's the wildest session you ever
Wildest. I had a guy that was really into wrestling, like high school wrestling with
had?
the fit
Yeah.
and everything. So he comes out ready to wrestle and he's like slapping his legs and he's like pumping up, he's all ready to go and he is so spastic. He's like flying all over the place and I'm just watching him run around me in these big circles and he's just so excited and he cannot contain himself and I just take him and slam him down to the mat and just sit on his chest and I'm like, you have to calm down. This is not going to be fun if you don't calm down. And he's just wiggling under me, and it was pretty funny just because he was so excited,
Mm,
just out of his
mm.
mind, excited.
So like you ever fought like skillful people or what
I've done two
levels?
on one wrestling before. That's kind of hard to keep
Oh,
track of the other person, but that's about. I don't do very many multiple sessions like that out here.
okay. My man Rolando G, Sasha, if I can ask, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5", almost 5'10".
Okay. So you like train to do this or
Yeah, I usually train per session because I don't. I get some sessions that are more competitive that I know I'm gonna have better cardio and have be a little stronger. So I'll train for that session. And if I have one that's gonna be more of a lighthearted, just kind of fun, playing around, goofy session, I'll try to put on a little more weight so it's a little bit harder for them to move me around, but we can still just goof off and have fun. So it depends on just I like to make them personal for that person.
so like so you also box like how you got started at doing that?
Boxing was the first when after I found out about the sessions, I went to a
Yeah.
boxing gym, not too far from my city, and I started training with them and got pretty good at it and kind of fell in love with it a little bit. So I do some boxing sessions, not very many because a lot of them I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't hurt my toys. I don't break my toys. I love my toys. I love all my toys
Yeah.
and I don't break them. So I'm careful to not. cause harm, but still have fun,
Oh,
have a little competition.
okay. So like what's your favorite move you like to do on people? Like what?
Oh, it has to be the rear naked choke. Like that, I get to be close to them. They get to be close to me. I get to hug them in my special way. That is my all-time favorite. Or, well, I have a couple favorites, I guess. Being able to put somebody in like a triangle choke and you watch them like, they're, they're trying so hard to get out of it, and they're just once I get you in a hold or a choke, you're not getting out. Like if I get
Oh,
you, I got you. So don't let me get you or you're done.
oh wow. When I look at that, I'm thinking that do they have fun with like when you doing that to them, or
Oh
is
yeah, I
that?
mean nobody has left a session that I've had that has not had a smile on their face. Cause I'm a big
Oh,
goober by nature. Like I'm just
oh,
goofy
okay.
and silly, and I like to have a good time. So I mean, I may have them in a hold or something, but I'm talking noise or come on, you can do it, you can do it. Okay, no, you can't, but keep trying. Like I try to cheer
Yeah,
them on in a sarcastic manner if possible, and just keep everything fun. And
because
it sounds weird, but it sounds weird that they would have fun getting thrown around by me, but it
no,
is.
no, don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. Like I would I would watch mixed wrestling,
Mm,
and I would enjoy it. And sometimes I would fantasize like, what if I was in these guys' situations?
mhm.
But but there's this other part of me was like, would I really enjoy it, or is it just part of my imagination?
No,
Like
it's fun. It's really fun. Like you have to have the right person. That's why I like
yeah,
girls the website you can go through and just look at all the different people that offer whatever kickboxing. Some people do like gym sessions and all this other stuff that you can really find out a personality type that works with you. Some people
yeah,
like hardcore, all the way competitive, gonna rip your head off. Like these chicks are
right,
ripped. Like you have no hope of winning that session, but that's what they're looking for is a more competitive, just serious session. Mine are more semi-competitive, where you're trying to win. I'm trying to win, of course, but
yeah,
and you could try. You're not gonna win, but you try.
right,
But it's not. If somebody needs a minute, they can stop for a minute and get a drink of water or whatever. They don't have to just keep going hard the whole time.
right. Because I would see, I started with female bodybuilders, and from there, I would look at the like growing up, I would see like these mixed wrestling, and it is kind of stimulating to see that. And I would watch like documentaries about it, like people even told me like it was like it's stimulating, like it's better than sex. And so it
For
just
some people, yeah. I mean, for some people,
so
that's their particular interest. That's all they're
right,
into. And
yeah,
that's everybody's really super respectful though. I mean, I've never had anybody that just was like out of control and stupid, and I had to like manhandle to get them under control. So I mean,
right,
most guys are super respectful. They give you, they make sure they come up with their deposits on time. They have all their ducks in a row. Rarely you get time wasters that just want to talk to you. And if anybody listening or watching, if you just want to talk to me, just send me an email. Just send me an
right,
email. It's all cool. Like
right,
I mean, I'm not gonna be like it's this much per email because I'm not that popular to where I get that many emails. But if you just want to talk or chat or whatever, we can always do that. But you don't have to be sneaky about it. Like you can
right,
tell me straight up, hey, I just wanted to ask you a question, or hey, I just wanted this, and we can go back and forth. We don't have to try to pretend to book a session just to have a conversation. It's not that serious.
right. How quickly, like when you have like somebody like in a position like the scissor hole, how quickly do they tap or anything like that?
Oh, they're gonna tap within seconds, so they're going to sleep.
Mm.
It's just, I
Do
mean,
you?
you put the pressure on, and then you put a little bit more on, and then you put the final squeeze down. By then, they're gonna tap or nap.
Okay. Like let's say like if I was like I'm in New York, right? Like how would we, how would that go about? Like I'll pay for you to come here or,
Well, it can happen a couple different ways. If
right.
I'm planning to be there already, you can always book a session if I already have it like put on Session Girls, or I put on Instagram that I'm traveling. Then you can just email me, hey, do you have any time available on whatever day? And then we can book that session. Or you can be a sponsor and sponsor the trip, either sponsor the plane ticket or pay for the hotel, or you can do sponsor the whole trip and then have a longer session. And I always work with a price depending on how much of the trip you sponsor. Like if you pay for the hotel and the room, or the hotel and the flight, you're probably gonna have like a really super cheap session because you've already paid for everything.
Oh. So you put these in like in clips and stuff like that or
If the person lets me shoot it, some people don't want to be on camera. A lot of guys don't want to be on camera for obvious reasons, but
right.
if they do let me, I like to post them and just have fun with it and talk trash back and forth. And they're like, "Yeah, you got me this time, and next time, it's on." And so I record them. I haven't loaded a lot of them yet because of all the rules changed on Clips for Sale and on all those sites. I don't use them anyway, but they change the rules so often. I just use Gumroad because it's you post it, it's there and it's done. You don't have to worry about them changing rules every 5 seconds and making sure that nobody's like if you're doing a fantasy session where they're technically out, you can't post that on Clips for Sale because they'll pull you because you can't have like they have to be awake at the end of the clip. Well, it's not my fault if they went and took a nap. So I
Oh.
stick with Gumroad.
You ever did like a compilation, like put like certain clips together?
That's a good idea. I should do that though because I have a lot of
Yeah.
short ones.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Yeah, because tell you the truth, like before like YouTube, like they were like real strict. I would see like a lot of wrestling sessions and
Uh-huh.
like in
Yeah.
like yeah, like videos and stuff like that. And sometimes there was a time I was trying to do that, like, but then like I remember like my first YouTube channel, like I had like I had a lot of people, a lot of followers, but then they was like giving me strikes and all that stuff. And, yeah,
I
it was,
so careful about if it like because it's all like a bot that's looking over the first part of the clip anyway. So
yeah,
it's kind of hard to make a robot happy.
yeah,
It's not easy anymore. It used to be just upload a clip and it's there. As long as there's no nudity, you're fine. But
right.
they've got all these other rules, and so you got to tiptoe around them a little bit.
You never like distributed it or anything like that to like promote yourself or,
Not so much. It's kind of like if people see me on Instagram and they'll
yeah,
see
yeah,
my
yeah,
clips, they'll have a link to that clip. Like if it's some kind of fantasy wrestling clip, which is most of them, um, there's usually a link to that clip
oh,
on Gumroad. But I don't do a lot of like too many promotions or anything because I end up busy. I take care of family, so I have all that to take care of, and then I got work, and then I got work, so I'm everywhere all the time.
no. Are you single or you,
Yeah.
oh, okay. You're not looking for a boyfriend or anything like that?
Well, why would I look for a boyfriend when I have all these friends? I have so many friends. I don't need boyfriend. I have so many friends.
Oh no, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
No, I don't. I'm kind of a lone wolf. I'm kind of a loner a little bit. I like my me time. I like to be able to go up and go without having somebody asking me, "What do you do? Where are you going?" Like, mind your business.
Right.
I'm going where I need to go.
No, I asked because they like I'm sure like other women like they would have like a relationship or a boyfriend or
Yeah, a lot of people have
And
partners. They go with them and travel with them and like make sure like security kind of situation. But they're like their partners. I know there's a few girls that have people that go with them.
mm, okay. How do you look at what's your thoughts on women being looked at as sexual objects, like in a society that we live in?
I think it's very interesting that people would have a problem with women uh, being proud of their bodies, being whatever shape size they are, being okay with being looked at in a more of a sensual manner because of all the inclusions. They want to include everybody and say everybody's welcome and everybody's equally loved. So how can you exclude somebody that's promoting self-love because it doesn't fit into your specific box? That means it's not right or that it's off. I always thought that was weird that you want to say that everybody's included and everybody's loved except for you guys because we don't like what you do. I'm like, you don't like me wrestling, you got a problem with me wrestling, that's on you. That's a personal call, and I don't think I should be, or any session wrestler should be put into some separate box of like Pandora's evil box of exclusion because of what we do. I think it should be just as mainstream as anything else, as long as it's not nothing illegal's going on. So I think it's kind of rude
Yeah.
kind of
You
exclude
ever
us.
you ever tried out for like mainstream wrestling like WWE or
Oh
this
no.
other? Yeah.
It's too political. It's very
Yeah.
political. You got to know somebody. You have to be like on point gorgeous. And I'm kind of like, this is me. If you don't like it, you can take two steps to the left or two steps to the right. But it's just not. It would be interesting. It would be fun. I think I would like to do it, but there's just too many politics involved in that. There's a higher level of what we do.
Mm, okay. Because I don't see too many sisters. Like now, I see like it's like I think like these I see watch wrestling like that, but I notice I see like these two chocolate women, and one is I forgot Bianca.
uh, uh, Blanc or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I see that. I never really see too many chocolate women wrestle.
Yeah, it's not as popular as you. We're not as popular. Not there's not as many of us. I think there's actively maybe like five or six on session girls,
Yeah.
not in the world. Like, don't quote me on how many there exactly are, but I know just that I know like two or three that I've spoken with, and like we were trying to get together to work together, but it just our schedules haven't come together quite yet.
Okay. What like do you know what kind of clients you get? Like businessmen or anything like that, or
Usually, I don't try to get too much into their personal
you don't
business.
have to
Like,
be specific.
I mean, I just usually it's like upper management kind of guys,
Right.
like they're like really clean cut, really just like they've been in their industry for 20 something years, and they're just higher up usually. And then I've got like a college guy that hit me up the other day. He was like, "Hey, I'm only 22, but can I do a session?" I was like, "Can I see your ID?" Like, I'm not trying to beat up no kid.
Yeah.
But it varies for me anyway.
Okay. You like dressing as Wonder Woman?
I
I
love dressing
noticed.
up in general. Like, just give me a
Oh, okay.
costume and I'll put it on. I love costumes. I love being a character. Like, sometimes in
No.
the fantasy wrestling, they'll want to get like beat up and tied up by Wonder Woman. I'm like, great, I got like three Wonder Woman outfits. What do you want to see?
Uh-huh. Yeah. If you had like a superpower, what kind of superpower would you have?
Oh, it'd be super
If
strength all the way. You can
yeah.
miss me flying, miss me on all that other stuff, laser vision. I want to be super strong. I want to be able to like pick up a house without trying.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it.
Well, thank you for having me on. This was fun.
Yeah, no problem. I'll continue watching you. I just had to talk to you, see what was up.
Okay. Yeah, keep an
All
eye
right.
out. Something new. You never know when something new is going to pop up.
Okay. I'll be seeing you.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.